And we begin tonight with a disturbing milestone in this coronavirus pandemic. The death toll in this country surpassing 20,000. That includes more than 2,000 lives lost in the last 24 hours. America's deadliest day yet. 783 deaths in New York alone. This latest surge pushing the U.S. total beyond hard-hit Italy after already overtaking Spain, now the deadliest nation in confirmed COVID-19 fatalities. We have reported on the economic toll. Look at this. Cars lined up at food banks across the country. Nearly 17 million Americans suddenly out of work as the first Americans are receiving stimulus checks from the Treasury Department. Concerns tonight over emerging hot zones, cases spiking in Maryland and in Texas, the race to set up field hospitals. There are new reports of trouble with testing in California, thousands still waiting to learn whether they are positive. And the questions on so many minds tonight: when will America reopen? President Trump calling that the biggest decision of his life. Leaders across the country urging Americans to keep their guard up. We will work through it all, and we begin with ABC's Trevor Ault at the Javits Center here in New York City.
Tonight, a grim milestone for the United States. More than 20,000 Americans have died from COVID-19, this country now leading the world in reported deaths from the virus. Here in the epicenter of the pandemic in the U.S., officials hope New York has seen the worst.
The good news is the curve of the increase is continuing to flatten.
So far, the virus has claimed the lives of more than 8,600 New Yorkers, including 783 more deaths in the past 24 hours. But there are signs the state may have reached its apex.
That is not an all-time high, and you can see that the number is somewhat stabilizing, but it is stabilizing at an horrific rate.
These New York City paramedics on the front lines warn the fight is far from over.
Says she's chilled and shaking.
In just one shift, 3 people pronounced dead before 9 a.m.
We're needed out there. There's a job to do. It's not going away until we're done with this mission. And this is a war we're fighting.
Cautious optimism from officials leading to confusion for New York City parents over whether their children will head back to school. Mayor Bill de Blasio declaring this morning,
I announced today that the New York City public schools will remain closed for the remainder of this school year.
But an hour later, Governor Cuomo undercutting that announcement.
There has been no decision. That's the mayor's opinion.
The mayor does have the authority to close school through the end of the academic year, but this back and forth between him and the governor is really only adding to the anxiety for families in the largest school district in the country, 1.1 million students.
The rate of hospitalization in New York is down, but some ICUs still push to the brink. All week, ABC News received guided access at Maimonides Medical Center in Brooklyn. Dr. Michael Seaman, an anesthesiologist, now reassigned to the front lines.
We've taken our post-anesthesia care unit, where patients usually come out of the operating room after procedures, and we've repurposed it and turned it into an ICU because we're so short.
To help with that incredible burden on hospitals, the massive just converted Javits Center and that Navy hospital ship, the Comfort, have a combined 3,500 beds, but according to the Department of Defense, 90% of them are empty. The virus also taking a devastating toll on our nation's nursing homes. The Wall Street Journal reporting cases at 2,100 senior facilities nationwide. An outbreak of dozens of cases at this Augusta nursing home, and near Detroit reports of more than 20 patients dying from the virus at 2 facilities.
Our most vulnerable citizens are dying in a helpless manner.
Michigan's governor expanding her executive order to ban travel between homes. And in Los Angeles, masks are now required for anyone in public as a stay-at-home order has been extended to May 15th.
Everyone should do their part, and nobody is immune to this.
And across the country, almost 30,000 people have recovered, including Minnesota woman Vera Mueller, diagnosed 2 days after her 104th birthday. She since fought her way back to health. And this scene from Providence Little Company of Mary in California. Doctors and nurses cheering for their first COVID-19 patient. At one point, they didn't think he'd make it. Now he's heading home.
Those are great survivor stories. And Trevor Ault joins us now from the Javits Center, now converted into a hospital. And Trevor, we've reported that facility and the hospital ship, the Comfort, were supposed to relieve pressure on the hospitals here in New York. But so far, they've been used far below their capacity.
Oh, that's right, Tom, and that's a problem that military officials really haven't been able to figure out yet. Both of these facilities have had low patient numbers when they were treating people who didn't have the virus, and low numbers now while they're treating people who do have it. It's possible because COVID-19 patients can deteriorate or even die very quickly. Other hospitals might just be taking in every person they see, even if they're full, because taking the time to send them here or to the Comfort might prove to be too much of a risk. Tom?
Trevor Alt reporting live for us tonight. Trevor, thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.